What up, guys? It is Pwn, and I'm bringing you guys some more Battlefield 3 beta gameplay. This is early access. You guys get it on the 29th. But in case you guys are curious where that guy came from, no, he wasn't a magician. No, the bush did not give birth to him. They have brought back the prone feature. And the prone feature is one of the topics I want to touch on in this video, as well as hit detection and the movement and feel of this game. Last video, I kind of very excitedly emphasized on how this game is visually impressive. And that's one thing I'm going to do for this video for you guys, is I'm going to try to leave it raw, a very large file, so you guys can see what I actually see. And hopefully, because YouTube usually butchers it a little bit, they condense it a little, and you guys don't actually see, and you don't get the visual justice that this game deserves and what you actually see when you play it. So I hope you guys understand that this is a lot more impressive looking game than what you actually are seeing right now. But with that all aside, I'm going to touch on the movement first, how this game feels. And it is very relaxing and very smooth. Look at me right now. Look at that. I'm a parkour champion. Look at that athleticism. It is beautiful. You can run, you can jump over rocks. The movement is not sluggish at all. I felt in Battlefield Bad Company 2 that the movement was a little clunky. I felt like I was walking all knee-high and just but that's okay, you know. And I have to admit, openly admit, that this game feels really, really smooth. Like when you walk, when you make your turns, you don't feel a little bit unusual. There's no tugging, there's no pulling. It's just straight up smooth. That's the best way I can put it. And for something, for a game such as this, with this caliber, to be this well prepared for a beta is impressive. In all honesty, most betas are really, really laggy. They're working out the kinks. But this game seems like it is ready to go. It's ready to walk out the door and be on shelves. It is very, very impressive, and I'm having a lot of fun playing. Now, I'm going to cut into the prone feature. One thing that I want to talk about real quick. Going prone is obviously a really resourceful tool in modern combat, whether or not it's real life in gaming or not, and it's been incorporated in many, many games, and it is a very, very essential part to playing stealthy and cautious. So going prone gives you the ability to not be seen, to maybe get from A to B, going through cover, not being heard, limited, area of where you could be shot. Pretty much it'd have to be a headshot and eye-to-eye contact. And but the one thing is I was kind of curious about this, because I know about Call of Duty, and going prone is not too common in that game unless they incorporate it, and they only use that in the sense where they do a drop shot, which kind of manipulates the game a little bit. I wasn't a fan of that, and I was kind of scared that that's what would happen in this one. They gave a little bit of delay when it comes down, so when you go from prone to standing up, you have a little bit of a delay where you can't shoot, and I think that is a great addition, and it's going to kind of make people shut up phone, not want to just sit back and go prone too much in a tough combat situation. And but again, it also, I think, will incorporate a feature where people will think it's okay to go prone and camp a little more. There are a lot of small little walls, a lot of rocks, a lot of bushes people can go prone in and not be seen. The stealth feature is going to be amplified in this game tenfold. There are a lot of rocks, there's shadows, there's grass, there's so many things you could do in this game to promote cover and camp, and I'm just hoping that that's not going to be something people really do incorporate. But I think they have done a good job in countering. One thing that I have noticed playing this game, and I have played this game for a few hours now, is that they have kind of brought in this new idea that the maps are still as big. They haven't cut down the maps and tried to condense it like Call of Duty has done. They're not, but they have brought in the close-range combat situation. They have incorporated these moments, and they've built the maps properly around the situation that it's no longer just kind of distance, and a lot of snipers are out there. It has really, really been built around, a mixture of combat situations. You've got a lot of short range, medium range, and long range, ways to fight. So it is great. You can use the shotgun and still be confident. Certain areas of the map, like where I'm about to go ahead and dive into, is going to be a situation where a close-range weapon and possibly even a shotgun would be very, very good to use. I'm in a small little subway, a little area where, anything like that can happen. I just went from being outside in a wide-open little park into a condensed area. I think they are building these maps properly, and I think if you use it properly and you just use your mind, just think. The biggest downfall for people to play games, they just rush around, they do things, and they don't think. They play carelessly. So for you to be good in this game, you need to use teamwork. You need to learn how to use the map and play the game properly and use the proper guns. And that will set you aside and give you an advantage. Right here, you just noticed me go prone right here. Who's going to see me right now? I've got the drop on, guys. I have the advantage. I've got the security of probably not being able to be seen at all. The visibility on me right there was very, very slim. And I think if you use it the right way, The prone feature is an amazing addition to this game, and I'm probably one of the few that are actually going to support it. Most people are going to be like, you know, it's going to promote camping. But now that that's out of the way, I want to talk about the hit detection. Now, the BC2 hit detection for Bad Company 2 was a little sad. I don't want to be mean to the game, but it just kind of was. And I don't know if it was because of the server or lag or anything got involved, but the hit detection was kind of poor in Bad Company 2. It is on point in this game, and I can't say that about many games lately. Black Ops, for example, the hit detection went down. It got worse. It was a new game, and the hit detection got worse. Bad Company 2, the hit detection wasn't too great. This one is actually really, really good. Look at this right here. Get around. Get a couple shots. Put him down. I think it's back, and I think it's solid. And for it to be that pristine and that on top for a beta is impressive. So now that we've gone through and we've talked about a few things, we've talked about the gun balance, we've talked about the actual gun reg and the hit reg and everything like that, I think it's impressive that this game has done so much in so little time, and it's not even the full game yet. So this has been my most anticipated game of the year. I really think that this is probably the superior first-person shooter release of the year. Do not get me wrong, I don't think it's going to dethrone Call of Duty at all, but I do think it will be a better game. I'm not trying to be mean or say Modern Warfare 3 is not going to be as good. I just think, for once, Battlefield has actually topped Call of Duty. And I'm not saying choose one or the other. I'm not saying anything like that. These games are two different games. One's based more around teamwork, and the other one is more around, just free play. Do what you want, have fun, go in there. Anybody can play it. So, with that being said, I like the classes. Everything is back to how it was. You've got the positions, the recon, and everything is pretty much got that same idea and feel, but the movement is a little bit more smoother. You got a lot better hit detection in this game. And overall, with what I've seen so far, this is a must-own game. I would encourage any of you guys, even if you're Call of Duty diehard fans, that this game has brought in a lot more combat situation. You guys have been seeing me play. I'm running into a lot of guys in close combat situations. That's very, very impressive. That's something that turns off a lot of people. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please do me a favor and like it up. I will be putting up some more tomorrow. And yeah, that's my opinions. Any more topics you guys want me to touch on, put them down in the comments below, and I'll hit it up tomorrow in another video, guys. Peace. Get it.